Okay, today's lesson is 7.9. We are going to talk about reflections. When we talk about reflections, we're talking about a transformation. Remember, a transformation is changing. It's like translating. So a reflection vocab word is a transformation. A transformation meaning flipping a figure over a line of reflection. In most cases here, our line of reflections are going to be our axes. And when I talk about our axes, we're going to have our y-axis. Remember, y-axis is the nice and tall axis. Or it could be our x-axis. Our x-axis is our horizontal axis, straight down. Or it could be across a line. And a particular line that we might see would be like a y equals 1 or an x equals 2. And this is going to be the trickier part, these two examples. If we have y equals 1, how I want you to, well, I'll go over that when I see an example here for you. Some properties that I want you to notice. And we're just going to make a little subheading here. Properties of line of reflection. Well, our first property is points are, it's called equidistant. When I say equidistant, means they're equally as far away. So points are equidistant from the line of reflection. So if I know where my line of reflection is, and let's just take a look at this diagram here that I have. And look at let's really analyze this. This is a triangle ABC. The new triangle, remember when we name new parts, we do it A prime, B prime, C prime. That's the new triangle. And try to visualize, where is the line of reflection? Where did I flip it? I want you to think, pair, share with your table partners. Where do you think they flipped it? Where are they symmetric to? You should notice that the line of reflection is actually this y-axis. And now let's evaluate this property. Points are equidistant from the line of reflection. If I look at my first A, I can graph my new A by translating it the same amount of spots that it is from our line of reflection. It looks like A is 1, 2, 3, 4 spots from the line of reflection. Then A prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spots from its line of reflection. Notice B. B is 1, 2, 3 spots from the line of reflection. So B prime is 1, 2, 3 spots from its line of reflection. Same works with C. The original C is 2 spots from its line of reflection. So C prime is also 2 spots from the line of reflection. That is showing you, giving you that visual that points are equidistant from their line of reflection. All right. I'm not a big visual person. I can't personally imagine flipping my triangle ABC to receive A prime, B prime, C prime. But a lot of students, you are amazing, and you can imagine and visualize that flipping. I use my property that the points are equidistant from the line of reflection. Okay, something else you're going to be doing here. We're going to create our new image. Let me minimize this a little bit. Okay, one moment. Okay, I got my coordinate plane where I want it. Please note that you will want to make sure that anything you do today, you want to create the full coordinate plane. When I say coordinate plane, It's the X and Y axes, that big T. Okay, that's what I mean by coordinate plane. So we are going to make a triangle. I know it's a triangle because it's PQR. That's 3 sides. So PQR has vertices 1, 3, 1, 6, and 4, 5. I think this is supposed to be a comma. Or parentheses, I mean. So, okay, P has point -1, 3. So X is -1 and Y is 3. So I go to the left 1 and then up 1, 2, 3. This is my P. Q has vertex the point 1, 6. So X is 1, I start there, and then I go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I never leave these dots in here. I'm just doing that as a visual for you. R has the point, is at the point 4, 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is my R. Here is my triangle PQR. Alright, now what am I going to do with this triangle? I want to know what are my new vertices of the image when reflected over the line y equals 2. This is where it's tricky because you don't know this line, y equals 2. So I want you to keep in mind that this line right here would be y equals 1, this is y equals 2, this would be y equals 3, y equals 4, y equals 5, and it continues up like that. So a line at y equals 2 would be a line right here, okay? And if I reflect about that line, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to be equidistant. Now again, some of you might be able to visualize this. I can't visualize it personally. I need to just see how far is my initial point from the line of reflection, and then I'm going to make my new point that far away. P is 1 point away, so P prime is going to be 1 point away. Q is 1, 2, 3, 4 points away, so Q prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 points away. R is 1, 2, 3 points away, so R prime is going to be 3 points away. That is my reflected image of my triangle PQR. But it's saying, what are the new vertices? Well, P prime, the vertices of P prime is, it looks like -1, +1. Q prime, the new vertices, is +1, -2, y is -2, and R prime, my new vertices, is 1, 2, 3, 4, X is 4, Y is -1. Those are my new vertices. Alright? So another thing you might want to know for some of your homework is they might say reflect along the line X equals like 4 or 5 or something like that. Keep in mind that all of these horizontal lines are the Y's. So this would be Y equals -1 right here. This would be y equals -2, y equals -3, etc. going down. It works the same way for x's. This whole line right here would be x equals 1. The next line would be x equals 2. Continuing over 1, 2. This would be the line x equals 5 right here. So if I wanted to reflect around the line x equals 5, it would be that whole line there. Okay, so it's a strategy you may want to reference and put in your notes to help you, or rewatch the video, okay? All right, I am going to graph this image. It looks like it is a triangle again, ABC, and I'm going to have a reflection over the following lines. Let me just modify my graph here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and plot my points. My A vertex is at 3, 0, so x is 3, y is 0, that's that. My B vertex is at 2, 3, so x is 2, y is 3, this is b, and c is at 5, negative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1. This is weird, but I'll roll with that. That triangle looks really strange. It's going to be okay though. All right, my next one. I want to reflect over the following lines. First one, x equals 2. Hey, good thing I showed us that strategy. Again, this line here would be x equals 1, x equals 2, x equals 3, x equals 4, x equals 5. If I'm reflecting about this line, here is my line of reflection for x equals 2. Okay? And when I reflect, I'm looking at, I'm equidistant. My new image is going to be equidistant from this line of reflection. All right, I'm going to go with A. A is 1 away. A prime is going to be 1 away. B is right on it, so guess what? The new B is right on it. Isn't that weird how that works? C is 1, 2, 3 away. The C prime is going to be 3 away the other way. Here is my new triangle, A prime, B prime, C prime. And maybe you can visualize that if you were to flip that about that line of reflection. X equals 2, that's what it would look like. All right, I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to erase this as much as I can, so we don't have too much going on here. B was at 2, 3. Okay, my next line of reflection is at y equals negative 1. Okay, y is these lines here, the horizontal. So this would be like y equals 1, y equals 2, y equals 0 is the x-axis, and y equals negative 1 is right under it. So here, my line goes like this. If I reflect about this axis, again, reflection, I'm using my property that I'm equidistant. B, well no, let's do A first. A is 1 away, so A prime is going to be 1 away. B is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So B prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away. C is right on it, so C prime is going to be right on it. And I have the triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Perhaps you can actually do that visualization of how it looks. The biggest thing I can help you with when you see a question like this on the MCAs, and they say, what would the new image be with a reflection across like an x-axis or y-axis? Just count how far away, redo it yourself on a piece of paper, and try to find the best match. I think that's about it. Try your best with this homework. I want you to make sure to get full completion of this on Monday. Feel free to reference the video online if you're having trouble with it. It looks to me like you're going to need to use graph paper too. There's some problems on the worksheet that you're going to need some extra graph paper with. Remember, when you use graph paper though, make sure that you always create your coordinate plane, especially with these reflections. Okay, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks.